Right, today we're going to do a full review and service of a ZX10 XXZ 31 RCU. Okay, this one tragically involves removing the nitrogen canister at this assembly point here to allow access to remove the rebound compression stack. Okay, it's in good order, pretty nice and clean, to be honest. Often you get some right shit. It's tragic, but people think that I'm going to clean the shocks for them. This one's come in really good order, which is pretty cool. Okay, we're going to take the spring off and then return to the video and we'll proceed with the service. So, catch you in a moment. Now we're at this stage. We see here the Sega ring, the wire clip, whichever you want to call it. I'm just going to rotate it around there. So we have 4 positions which allow us to have greater installed preload value. Preload, as you already know, is preloading a spring, changing the start point, if you will. So all we have to do is make a record or note of where it is so we can at least return it. In this particular case, I'm doing a setup from the ground, so this may change, but currently it's in position 3. 0, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Depends how you wish to describe it. Welcome back, viewers. Okay, we've removed some ancillary parts, and we have the wrong Allen key. Right, welcome back, viewers. Just removing the screw from there. Letting the gas out. Okay, I'm doing this one-handed because I'm holding the camera, but we then depress it, remove the wiring, remove the needle, and we're now going to go in here, pull that out and reveal the separator piston. The clattering you can hear in the background is me looking for the tool, which I can't find. So just bear with me a second, please. And here we are. All right, close up of the back of my hand there. Withdraw the piston, revealing the separator piston there. Now then, what I wanted to do was check the depth. Okay. All right, we now have to go in here, remove this sealing screw, which allows hand bleeding between the main body of the shock and the nitrogen, the oil in the middle. Okay, we'll come to that in a moment. Speak to you soon. Using this really nifty tool. By the way, I haven't undone it with my hand, by the way. I had a socket on top of there. Now, this shock had very little oil content, and the oil colour suggested that someone's been in here without experience of Bitubo and tried to service it using, well, I don't know, I'm not going to guess, but wrong oil, shock full of air. I imagine this was one of those projects where they took it on board, thought they could do it, realised they couldn't, and then sold the shock to my now customer, who's asked me to put things right. Anyway, stay with me. So we're at this point now. I need both hands. Forgive me, I'll be back shortly. Okay, I've skipped a step. Okay, I've removed that with this massive Allen key. Okay, that was rather tight. Interestingly, I'm just now onto the valve heads. That was loose, and this debris here would indicate that the valve head wasn't fully home in service. Well, if it's ever worked, it was probably diabolical to use, to be honest, if they used it. Sorry, the tool slipped out. I'm trying to do it one-handed. This one's tight. The other one wasn't. Okay. Video has to stop for a moment because I've got to put it down and use both hands. Right, morning campers. Here we go. This, we're servicing that this morning. It's an XXF. I have the Bitubo service kit here. This one is a GRO 111. Okay. We have everything. New seal head. Now that's comprehensive. And in here, and I'm not going to do it on video because there will be ball bearings and O-rings and springs everywhere. And I don't have the bandwidth this morning for doing that. However, in there, every O-ring, spring, new ball bearings for the indents, even little Seeger clips for retaining of the valve inserts. Absolutely everything. They're not expensive. They represent value for money. Anyway, we'll come back to this when I get ready for the install. Okay guys, so this is the piston on the damper rod assembly. We need a little bit of heat. Just to by the by, if you want a cheese sandwich, these really toast them nicely. Just move that out of the way. This is warm now. I'm not going to get hold of it on video. Okay. Little seal bullet. Little bit of grease. New seal head. Press down. Clean the thread. The kind of Loctite that holds the ship's anchor in place. Give that a clean. Get the O-ring out. Got a new O-ring on here. Now I can spill them out all over the floor because nobody's watching and it's off camera, which is awesome. We've got a new piston band here. What we're going to do is give it a bit of a memory, if that makes sense, while we're just holding it in place. So I've screwed that together. Okay. because we're hand bleeding this, I don't want any air hiding. So in the screw head we put grease. Okay. So the piston band has acquired a little bit of memory. Put some grease around there so it holds the piston band in place. Boom. Piston and inner tube assembly. Nice, lovely. We're ready to start the reassembly. I'm going to clean the valves first, check the shims are okay, check their integrity. I'm not proposing to change the strategy, although I think the customer would probably allow me to do so. Okay, we're going to come back in a moment. Now then, what we have to do now is disassemble the valve and check what we've got. Okay, that's simple, to be honest. All the work's been done on the screen behind me. Every shock absorber has a different scheme. Okay. What I do is disassemble the stack, check the integrity. And see where we go. It is literally a matter of disassemble, clean and measure. Need some verniers. Okay, a little bit large for the job, however, it's, without giving too much detail, it's all about diameter and thickness, and in the correct stack orientation it gives a different force.